Hi, welcome to the Kind Beer Review. I'm Josh Kenzer, and today I'm very excited to be doing a Lambic. When I first started getting on this journey of beer experience and started reading about different styles and different types of beer, one beer got me very, very excited to try, and I've never had this beer. That's one reason I was so excited by it. But also, it's brewed with natural yeast. And so if you're familiar with the beer brewing process, the whole sanitation regimen, in order to make sure that the yeast stays bacteria free, it's a whole big ordeal. So to have a beer where they just use wild yeast, meaning yeast that's in the air, to ferment the beer, is mysterious and intriguing. Even further beyond that is the fact that after they go through and brew the beer, have it naturally ferment, then they add fruit and have the fermentation take place on that fruit as a secondary fermentation. So the alcohol by volume, I think, is probably around 5%. I'll put it in the actual post. But this is, and I'm going to butcher the heck out of these names because they're all Belgium. But Lindemans Framboise. It's a lambic made from local barley, unmalted wheat, and wild yeast. After spontaneous fermentation, raspberries are added, creating a secondary fermentation and yielding a beer of exceptional flavor and clarity. I bought this bigger bottle here, 750 milliliters. I had two different basic 12-ounce bottles picked out. One was the Framboise, which is raspberry, and then they had one with black currants, and it has a different name than Framboise, but I can't remember what it is. But they were each $5.99 a bottle, so basically $11, $12 for two bottles of 12-ounce, and this bottle was $8.99. So because we never waste beer and we always drink the beer here on this show, even if it's not on video, I definitely enjoy them after shooting the video. I decided to go for the better value, get me more of the beer, and give it a shot here. So let's just open this up. Now, since I've never had a Lambic, I have nothing to compare this to. Oh, there's a cork. We're going to need a bottle opener. There's the first surprise, a cork. Let's see if I can get this out of here. So I don't have anything to compare this to. I've never had a Lambic, and so we'll just be seeing how it goes. Also, it's probably a little bit colder than I would have liked, but okay, Syrah. The king of pouring big heads. Very, very purple in color. You can see there, purple head, strong raspberry smell. It almost smells like the wild blueberry beer by, I think it's Wild Dog or some kind of dog. Two Guys on Beer did a review of it. I've had that beer. This looks and smells like that. You see good head retention, nice tight head. You know, it doesn't look too much different than a regular beer. Definitely looks like carbonated grape soda. Ooh, Lambics are supposed to be sour. This one is definitely sour. I don't think I've ever had a sour beer. Very sweet at the beginning of the palate, but definitely a sour flavor. Very, very light beer in terms of mouthfeel. Pretty good. It's very sweet. You know, it might be better paired as like a dessert beer. I don't know that you would sit back and pound a lot of it because it's so flavorful. but it's not artificial in flavor like the. I wish I remembered the name of it. I'll have it in the post. The blueberry beer. But there's no hoppy flavor or taste. Not strong malts, anything like that. Well, definitely fruity. From everything I read, there's a lot of fruit beers on the market, a lot of beers with fruit flavor added. But if you really truly want to make, and I don't even know that you can make a lambic in the United States. I guess you can maybe buy the cloned yeast, but if you want a real fruit beer, lambics are the way to go. They had peach flavored, or made with peach, raspberry, currants. There was about 4 different. The only manufacturer though that I saw was the Lindemans. This was at Bevmo. Very interesting though. I bet my wife would like it. She likes those fruity beers. But it's a unique taste. I highly recommend you try it. Like I said, they had smaller bottles. I've seen this at various places: Sunflower Market, Bevmo. Probably not gonna find it at the grocery store, but anyway, I think I'm gonna start kicking out a few more episodes quicker, going to the Bevmo and seeing the selection. I just can't wait to try all these beers, and if I do it weekly, then I have to wait a week between every single new beer I want to try. So I have a Rogue Chipotle Ale, which I'm dying to taste. I've never had one of those. A Summer Rye Ale by Red Hook, which I haven't had, which I want to review, and a couple other ones. So, you might see these with a little more frequency because I'm dying to try those. So go out and buy a kind beer. It's the day before the 4th of July. Drink responsibly. 4th of July, you're going to be probably barbecuing and stuff. Probably a good Hefty or a wheat beer is going to be a good choice. And then if you're drinking a lot, like all day, like we do here in Phoenix, you might want to even stick with, dare I say, a Bud Light or a Coors Light or something like that. I'm actually really liking the Bud Light Lime. So you can definitely see I'm not a beer snob recommending something like Bud Light, but the Bud Light Lime's good. I haven't had the Miller Chill, although I got a bottle of that that I've been meaning to try too. So anyway, have a good weekend. Go out and get some kind beer.